Honestly debating on if I was gonna film this video, and here I am. Back to my YouTube channel. Before we fucking hop in this video, I want to say if you guys haven't seen my video I posted on the crazy ass, psycho ass fucking Lyft driver, you guys go check that out. But if you haven't, I just fucking go check it out. Like always, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I fucking love you guys, and let's get into this video. This is a story time about my worst boss. You know what I mean? Literally, you guys, like, I'm not going to bash anyone in this video. I'm just going to state how I feel and tell you guys how I feel, my experience with my worst boss. You know what I mean? Like, let's just get into this video. Basically, I had been working at this nursing home of September of this year up until April. You know what I mean? And it was honestly, you guys, like, it wasn't that bad. Like, I know you're thinking, like, I was at a nursing home. Like, it was crazy. I see some crazy things, you know what I mean? Some wild shit, like, I'm not even gonna lie, you know what I mean? But for the most part, the whole work wasn't the issue, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't the best, but it got the job done, you know what I mean? Like, it was a job, you know what I mean? And literally, you guys, like, September, like, everything was good. Like, my boss, like, she was very cool, and we're gonna call her Miss L. And she literally, you guys, she was like one of the best bosses I've ever had. Like, no fucking lie. Like, in the beginning, like, she was like fucking cool. You know what I mean? Like, she was laid back. Like, yes, she was still a boss, and she, you know, what a boss would do at the beginning. You know, she was on us, but she was still like cool and laid back. Like, I remember in October, like, it was my birthday, October 25th. You know what I mean? And she had bought me cupcakes, and she let me go home early that day. Like, literally, you guys, she was just like so fucking cool. I was so appreciative. I was like, wow, like, you know, I've never had a boss, like, you know what I mean, like, literally give me cupcakes or anything from her. I can't fucking, I was saying, I was so appreciative, you know what I mean? I was like, wow, like, I've never, like, had a fucking boss do anything like that for me, you know what I mean, for my birthday at all. Literally, the only thing a boss would ever say was, you know, happy birthday, kid, like, you know what I mean? Whatever the fuck the case may be. But I was like, damn, like, that was, you know, really sweet of her. And not only that, like, she would buy us, she brought us KFC one time. Like, she was just really cool in the beginning. Like, she was just like really like a dope ass boss. Like, boss. Like, honestly, like, I had nothing negative to say in the beginning about her. You know what I mean? At fucking all. I would notice like little messy things that she would do as time started to go on. She was very close with this other coworker of mine at the time that had been working there, and you know what I mean. And she would, you know, say little things about her, like, you know, she didn't do a good job, whatever the case may be, just like saying like in a little direction, like, you could just, she didn't fuck with her, you know what I mean, at that time. And, you know, I didn't think anything of it. I'm just like, you know what, I'm trying to stay out of it, because here's my thing when I'm at a job or at work, you know what I mean? I literally just try to do my work and go home. Like, I'm not here for the bullshit, because I just know how certain jobs can be, and dealing with coworkers, it's fucking annoying. Like, I've done my annoying ass things coworkers do video. I will link that down below for you guys. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. But I've had my fair share of annoying ass coworkers and things that they do. So when I start a job or am on a job, like, I'm just there to do my job, make that money, and go the fuck home. You know what I mean? I just try to ignore it, like, okay, whatever, you know, because I'm thinking at the time, like, okay, she's the boss, so it's like, I know she probably has like a lot going on, so it's probably just annoying when you have that one coworker that just, in whatever the case may be, can't get it together, I guess, or whatever the fucking case is, whatever, you know? But literally, you guys, like, she would just, as time went on, like, me and my other friend that was working there, we would literally just start to just like notice things. Like, you would talk about certain coworkers, but then you would still be in their face, you know what I mean? Like, you would just, not even like that, like, you are a boss, so even in general, you shouldn't even be talking about coworkers to other coworkers, you know what I mean? Like, you should keep that to yourself, or just take it up with them one-on-one. Like, what is the whole need of like doing that between other coworkers and telling them that you don't, you know what I mean, fuck with the other ones? Like, messy. Like, there is so much shit, like, there is so much, like, this video is going to be probably long as fuck. I'm honestly debating on if I'm going to do, like, a part 2, like, because there's so much shit that had went on, that continued to go on as time went on at this job, you know what I mean? Like, so many people, like, had walked out on us and quit on us, like, multiple times. Like, people, I would literally see someone for, like, a day, and they'd be gone the next day. Like, they'd be out, you know what I mean? Like, we have been so short at work. We would always be so short because people would always quit. And I don't know what the reason were for that, but whether they noticed something with her or they just couldn't handle the work, like they would just always be there and then just disappear, you know what I mean? So eventually, like, her and the coworker that she would always talk about, they ended up becoming so cool. You know, I'm gonna get in, there's so much, you guys, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I need to tell you guys, because it's just like, even if, the whole point of this video, like, is even if a boss or whoever, someone that's higher up than you or has more power than you, it's still not okay for them to treat you how she treated me or how my experience with her, you know what I mean? But it was just a lot of messy stuff, you guys. Like, a lot of messy ass shit would go on at that job, you know what I mean? Literally, she new people would come in, you know, like new people, and she would literally let them do whatever they wanted to do. Like, she would treat the people that have been there like shit, because, like I said, really, when she started to, like, I guess, I'm kind of all over the place with this video, but, I mean, oh, you know what I mean? But, really where I feel like me and her, and my friend as well, because she's definitely stopped fucking with us, you know what I mean? She was so shady towards us and just did so much petty shit towards us. Like, she would literally, she would, like, just do the most ignorant ass shit towards us. She would let new people come in and do whatever they wanted to do. She would let them leave early multiple times. She would even let them, me and a coworker had even gotten into it, me and this other girl, I'm not going to bring her name into it because whatever, you know what I mean? But, and I feel at the time Miss L was a part of that. Like, she literally was, I felt like, orchestrated that in a sense, because it's like, you're the boss. Why are you not checking me about it? You know what I mean? You have someone, a coworker, checking me about some drama, some he say, she say, you know what I mean? Like, messy as fuck. Like, I just don't understand. Like, you were supposed to be the boss, you know what I mean? So why would you have another coworker checking me about it? He said, she said, why wouldn't it be you? My boss, she would literally, like, it was just so messy. Like, she would literally be cool with you at one point and then just drop you like that. Like, if you didn't do, you know, if you just weren't if you disagreed with her on certain things, you know what I mean? We'll say that. Like, if you disagreed with her on certain subjects, or you weren't down for the messy shit that she was with, you were dropped just like that. You know what I mean? Literally, she would befriend so many people, and they would just quit. You know what I mean? They would, her and the person obviously would get into it. You know, she would eventually turn on them and be petty towards them, and they would end up quitting. Like, so many people would quit on us because they were so cool with her at one point, and she turned on them. You know what I mean? She was even so petty as, like, because when she stopped fucking with us, you know what I mean? Which honestly, it was after, because I didn't even get into that. It was after, like I said, this video is fucking everywhere, you guys. But after her and the girl got cool, because here's the backstory of that situation. You know what I mean? Of me and the girl that she was talking about that they ended up getting really, really close with. We're gonna call her Ty. Now, Ty, around my birthday, when my boss got me the cupcakes and the card and everything like that, I guess the backstory of that was that my boss at the time didn't do anything special for Ty's birthday. So I guess Ty was, like, mad at me, or took the frustration out on me, you know what I mean? Because I got the cupcakes and she let me go home early, whatever the fucking case may be, you know what I mean? I guess Ty was mad about it. And one day the boss wasn't there, my boss, Miss L, and which she never was, and literally, I had cleaned the rooms, you know what I mean, and they were, like, spotless, you know what I mean? Not to say, like, oh, I'm the fucking Mr. Clean, spotless, best cleaner, you know what I mean? But the rooms were spotless, you know what I mean? They were clean, they were decent, you know what I mean? So I guess she proceeds to go around and check when I am, you know, and I'm clocking out and going home, so I'm not there. And she goes around, and I'm guessing, you know, she said the rooms weren't clean and made a huge big deal about it, you know what I mean? So me and Ty just we never really got along after that, like, and that was, like, very early on when I started. So after that, we were just done, because I'm just like, I'm not getting into any messy shit. Like, I just want to make money and go home. Like, I'm just not here for guessing, like, my boss at the time, she wanted, I don't know if she wanted us to get cool with Ty again, or just forgive Ty, and I can't, like, you literally lied and made a big deal about it and went to other people that worked with us and other employees that worked there and told them that the room wasn't clean, you know what I mean? You just made a huge big deal about it, like, just And I just started there. So like, imagine being new and just already coming into that bullshit, you know what I mean? Which, who wants to deal with that? So I was just good on time. Like, I didn't, you know, and I'm guessing my boss at the time, she wanted us to get cool with time. That just, I couldn't, you know what I mean? And as my friend, she's my friend, of course she's not going to side with her, you know what I mean, over me, because what friend would do that? So, just like, little stuff like that, it was just so petty. So, my boss, she stopped fucking with us, you know what I mean? You can just tell the whole vibe changed between our relationship, mine and hers, and mine and her friends, you know, my friend and hers, you know what I mean? You could just tell, because she really fucked with us at one point. Like I said, like, I'm not even trying to, like, brag or, like, make it seem like I'm, like, employee of the month, but she was cool with us as fuck in the beginning, you know what I mean? Honestly, you guys, like, I'm not even, like, being, like, over dramatic. Like, it was literally to the point to where sometimes, like, I would just hate to get up and go. Mind you, I had to get up at 7 in the morning, but it was honestly so fucking stressful, and it was, like, honestly so just, you never knew you never knew what you were going to walk into dealing, you know, when, I guess I've had coworkers not like me, but it's like a different type of vibe when your boss doesn't like you, you know what I mean? Or has some, like, ill feelings towards you. So just every day it was kind of like, it was just nerve-wracking, and it was just nervous, and it just, you never knew what you were walking into, you know what I mean? You just never fucking knew, you know what I mean? Honestly. Like, fucking stressful. I don't see how that's okay, like, how you as a boss think that's okay to treat people the way you want to treat them when they don't agree with things that you do or how you do certain things, you know what I mean? Like, regardless of how you feel towards a certain individual that you employed, or what, you know, the case may be, or you guys had a falling out, you're still supposed to be respectful, aren't you? You're still supposed to be professional, aren't you? Like, you are the boss. Like, I'm so fucking confused by that. Like, and that's just, I will never understand why she acted that way, or why that was okay, the way that she would act towards certain people after she would, like, cut them off when she was done with, like, that had been working there previously before I had gotten there. Literally had full-blown altercations with her before they quit. Like, had thrown their, like, just literally full-blown altercations with our boss because of the way that she treated them, and they had, you know, walked out. Like, literally. So all of these fucking red flags, you know what I mean? And I still, like, try to give it a chance and see, like, okay, you know, this might not happen. Like, she seems so cool. Like, I was just so fucking, like, naive when she was, like, really played the game to make you feel like, you know, she was, like, a great boss, you know what I mean? When really, that really wasn't the case, you know? Like I said, I'm not here to fucking brag on myself, but, like, me and my friend, we were good workers, you know what I mean? Like, we did our shit, we knew what we were doing, like, we got the job done, like, there were never any complaints, you know what I mean? Even though she would, like, and we're gonna get into that, but, because like I said, I'm trying not to be all over the fucking place with this video, but, we were good workers, you know what I mean? And, like, for you to treat, because honestly, and I'm not even gonna try to throw shade, like, but the new people that would be hired, you know what I mean? I cannot tell you guys count how many times, like, I've had to go over their work, how many people would come and complain to me about, you know, this didn't get touched, this didn't get taken out, like, multiple times, and it was always when the new person that she hired was on that job duty at the time, you know what I mean? Like, countless times, you guys, like, I can tell you multiple times, as often, who know what the fuck they're doing and don't get complaints and make you look bad, versus people that you just hire, that you let do whatever, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they get complaints, and it makes you look bad. If you guys are confused, because so am I. So I'm gonna go get some water, and we'll get continued. Wow. I was saying, you guys, there was just, like, so much petty shit, you know what I mean? And she would honestly, like, try, I'm sure, because people are messy, you know what I mean? Like, people are messy, so of course she would go around and tell people, like, you know, we're not good workers, we don't do this and that, and people would come back and tell us, and it's like, you would really try to, like, take our character down, like, to frame our work and make it seem like we don't do shit, when literally people would literally come to me, and this could be people being messy, I don't know, but literally they would tell my friends the same thing, like, they would get multiple complaints about this is not getting done, and this not getting done. And even residents that live there that are living in this nursing home, you know what I mean, would come and complain and tell us that this didn't get touched, can they take this out and this out, and can we get this for them, because the new people didn't, you know what I mean? So it's just like, you would really go to that length, you know what I mean? And it's just fucking petty, because it's like, girl, you really, like, fucked with us at one point. It's just like, I don't fucking know. Oh, I almost choked. But literally, I believe she was even fucking with my money because like, for the amount of like in the beginning, like my checks were always good. Like they were the right amount as I should be getting paid for the salary and for the amount of hours I'm working. And it would like go down, you know what I mean? And then it would go up, and then it would go down, and then it was just like I was never really missing work, you know what I mean? Like I was always there, pretty much, you know what I mean? And it was just little shit like that. Like no, I never confronted her. I should have, you know what I mean? Because it's like, why would you let someone fuck with your money that you're working hard for? It was just little shit like that, little petty shit that she would do, and I would always see her like at the clock out messing with something. She was always doing something, you know what I mean? And mind you guys, her daughter also worked there, so that just, you know, added all on top of the messiness, you know what I mean? And the unfairness and getting treated differently, you know what I mean? Like it was a fucking lot. Try to like treat us like shit, you know what I mean? And then like, say we had an off day, she would like try to literally text us and be like, oh, can you come in and work? Like, not like I'm all for like making extra money and overtime or whatever the case may be, but why would I come in for you when you literally treated me like shit the day before and were being petty and doing messy shit towards me the day before? Like, questions that need answers. Called like little meetings to try to like, she would always try to like make it, this is the thing, she would always try to like play the victim as well, you know what I mean? She would always make it seem like, you know, there's so much negativity going on and people just have attitude. It's just like, honey, because you treat people like shit, you treat people like shit, you know what I mean? Like, you don't treat everyone fairly. You don't treat everyone the same, you know what I mean? As a boss should, you know what I mean? She would always just try to have little ass meetings about clearing the air, and it just never went well, you know what I mean? Someone either walked out or it was an argument, you know what I mean? Like, and it was just so calculated, and it was just always something like, you always want to have a meeting but nothing gets accomplished. You literally have a meeting every other day and nothing gets accomplished, you know what I mean? People still feel the way they do and still feel unfairly, you know what I mean? So it's just like, so much shit. It was just so stressful, you guys. Like, it was literally one of the most stressful environments I've ever like had to work in. Seriously, my fucking memory got full. She would like lie about the littlest shit. You know what I mean? Like, she even went as far as to lie about something that's so small as, I remember one day she literally lied to this girl that was working, one of my coworkers that quit. And she literally told her that she was there, that my boss at the time told her that she was there that day. So the girl comes in, she's like, have you guys seen Miss L? We're like,
who, honey? Like, she's not here. Like, why would you lie that you were at work knowing that we would see you if you were here? And are you guys confused? Because I fucking am.
She would make us, like, run around, like, work our asses off while she had, like, the new people just, like, chilling. Like, they could get done at any time they wanted to. She would never say anything to them. They would go outside. You know, and take breaks, she would never say anything to them. The minute I would go out there or my friend would go out there, she would, you know, say something. She would make us come in. She would make us do extra work. Like, you could just tell, you know what I mean? Like, if you knew, you knew. Like, you could just tell she would treat us like shit and let everybody else do whatever the fuck they wanted to do. Pretty fucking much. You guys say petty, cause petty. Yeah. Where it was just like, every day it was something. It got so fucking draining. It was to the point, like, okay, obviously, you know, you want me out of here. You know what I mean? And like, for no reason, all because of what? Like, I still, honestly, you guys cannot think of, till this day, of why she, like, turned on us, you know what I mean? Or, like, treated us differently. But it was I remember it got to the point where she literally had suspended me for 2 days, this is, like, right before I almost quit because of a couple on the floor. You know, I guess she claims, a resident's family member had went and told about a cup not getting touched in the room in 2 days, you know, and honestly, like, I probably missed the cup, you know what I mean, like, honestly, and not that person doesn't have the right to go tell or be concerned because their resident is your mother or grandfather or sister or brother is living in that nursing home, you know what I mean, so they have the right, so I'm not even mad about that, but it's just like, you didn't give me a warning, no nothing, like, I literally got suspended for 2 days, but you let new people come in here and just continue to do whatever. It was just a lot, you guys, and when I came back off of those 2 days of suspension, you know what I mean, after I had already been served my punishment, she literally tried to give me a write-up. After she had told me that she wasn't going to give me a write-up, I was just going to be suspended. So once again, you lied, and that same day I walked out, you know what I mean, like, I walked out, yes, I already had a job lined up, and I'm at a new job, you know what I mean, but literally, you guys, I had walked out. I was just fed up. I was just done with it. It was just too much petty shit, too much, like, bullshit. There was so much more. That's what I'm saying. I'm debating on if I want to do part 2 or not. Comment down below if you guys want to see part 2 or not, you know what I mean? But there was just so much more I could say and just so much more that I could go on about, but it's like, when one door closes, you know, you guys, another one opens, and she was just so petty, and no one deserves to be treated like that. That's the whole point of this video, you guys. It's not to bash or talk shit or whatever the case, or kiki, spill tea, you know what I mean? But it's the point of, just because someone's higher up than you doesn't mean they deserve to treat you any less than who the fuck you are, you know what I mean? And it was bullshit. I walked out, you know what I mean? Like, I'll miss certain things about it, but I won't miss the treatment. Like, for you to be a boss, that was just not okay, you guys. And I want you guys to know that that's never okay. Like, just because someone is higher up than you doesn't mean they can treat you like shit, you know what I mean? Fuck that. But if you guys want part 2, comment down below. There's so much more, you guys. But if not, I hope you guys like this video. Like always, like, comment, subscribe. I fucking love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. One last little petty ass thing that she did. Literally, there was like coffee that was sit out on the front for everybody. Literally, she told us one day that it wasn't for us and we're not allowed to touch it. Not me, but me, my friend, and another coworker that obviously she wasn't fucking with. Coffee that's for everyone. Literally, she tried to say that it wasn't for us and that we are not allowed to touch it and it is only for people that visit. Honey, what? What?